Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Romania campaign here in Victoria 2 with the historical project mod. So, this is our country as of 1878. It's not optimal, I will admit that. We did make some nice progress into conquering parts of the Danubian Confederation, but sadly we lost the war and they were able to retake it. Not only that, they have begun the process of removing our cores on their territory. The territory of Temeswar used to be a core territory of the Romanian nation, but that is no longer the case. To be fair, only 12% of the people are actually Romanian, but that is still rather annoying, I must say. So, we still have a core on one of the provinces, right here. So we can still take the whole region if we want to. So it's not completely lost. It just means that when we actually, well, if we ever get the region, it won't be quite as productive and epic as it otherwise would have been. But yeah, right now we're sitting around doing nothing. We have been doing that for quite some time. We're waiting around for 1880 to roll around. Because if I remember correctly, that's when you get access to upgraded established protectorate CB. That I intend to use on, well, these nations down here in Africa. If we can secure some nations down here, maybe go conquer Ethiopia, I don't know. Can gain some much needed manpower. That would be a very nice addition to our nation. That would allow us to maybe build up enough strength to once again challenge the Danubian Confederation. Also, why are we not allied to Russia? Aren't we supposed to be allied to Russia? No. What? Really? Well, the Germans are not too far away. Were we not allied to Russia in the previous episode? Seriously? Okay. Well, that sucks. That sucks quite a bit, actually. Fuck, okay, well, Germany, this is the time we need to ally you. Can we, like, what's the problem here? Too many alliances. Is that, like, do you have too many alliances, or do I have too many alliances? Let's abandon fucking Serbia. Well, let's see if that affects the thing. Did it? I think it might have. If I ditch the alliance with Greece. Wait, do I have some even dumber alliances? Yeah, let's ditch the Montenegro one. That's not super useful. Be my friend, Germany. Yes! Ah, glorious! Okay, well that is actually really good. So in terms of military score, the Danubians are actually more powerful than the Germans are. But the Germans are, you know, they're the Germans, right? So who knows, maybe we can, I don't know, just fucking win anyways, right? The Dutch have, yeah, they're rather weak, so I'm not too frightened of that. And we should try and bro up with the Italians as well. They're a great power though, so we can't ally them. Seriously though, Germany, you need to get some alliances, like go ally Italy. There's no reason for you not to be allied to Italy. They have no friends, and you need friends so you can beat up the Austrians. Because, I don't know, you need to take Sudetenland or something like that. That wouldn't even be a bad idea. It's not a core territory, but you could probably make it into a core territory since it's rather German. Okay, that's good. It actually worked out then that we ditched our alliance with the Russians. I guess we can just retake or regain the Balkan alliances because they don't really hurt us. We're also ranked 10. That's pretty nice. I think we're still pretty far away from, yeah, we're far away from being a great power. But we still have some nice rank, and rank is good even if you aren't a great power. You know, you get like bonuses to your stuff. Yeah, I think, yeah, isn't it trade and stuff like that? You get trade bonuses. Like your country is preferred over others when it comes to purchasing off the world market. Hey, we finally got breech-loaded armament. That's neat. Currently working on machine guns. Yeah, I think we're gonna blob a bit into Africa, and then we'll look into planning another war against the Danubians. Those filthy Danubians. Also, what is going on over here? Ah, for one second there, I thought the Germans were invading France again, but no. Ooh, healthcare. I like healthcare. Do we need technology for the next one? Doesn't say. But I think you do. So you might want to look into organic chemistry next, because I don't want to have the opportunity to get healthcare and then just not, you know, then just not get it, because we need those pops. Jacobins. Ah, part of my army mutinied. Damn it, that sucks. Oh, never mind, they're right here, okay. How does that even work? So they revolted up here and then they decided to walk across Austrian land or something? I don't know. They're dead now, so it doesn't matter. Economy's doing shit though. Seriously, economy, can you be better and stuff? Guess we'll have to relax the administration spending. It's almost at 100%, so I don't think we need to spend that much. We can maybe even reduce the naval upkeep a bit. I really should invest in some naval tech soon. I think that would be useful. I don't care much about the colonial points, but I would like to build some better boats to ship my troops about. Okay, so we can actually get more healthcare right now. That is nice. Wow, we have quite a socialist population. That's not good. That's not good at all. There it is. The Paris Conference of 1880. So now the scramble for Africa begins. The British are already colonizing over here and over here, but you can't really colonize much of Africa as of the conference, but you can start fabricating claims on people, and that is what we will do. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's down to 5% now, so that's what I was waiting for. So we're going to start working on Benin. Now, who are you allied to exactly? Calabar, Ori, Aro. He's in the Italian sphere, so that won't really do. I want and everything over here. And we have a decent bit of infamy sitting around, not doing much, so we should be able to afford quite a lot here. So let's start with Benin. He has, yeah, I think that's the least risky thing to do, because that will immediately give us access to Sokoto. And that is nice. Also, Britain, you need to like me, because I want your access. Seriously, Germany, can't you go colonize a bit, so that I can actually, you know, use your naval bases? That would be useful. That would be very useful, but no. The Germans are, Tangier international zone. We got busted. It's fine though. Yeah, well, I don't need your alliance, but I would like your access. Nah, he's not gonna do that. Fuck, okay, well, we'll just have to boat our way over there then, I guess. And yes, boating is indeed a verb, so you can just stop claiming I have bad English. Right, so we need to lower education now. Well, we don't need to, but we are going to do that. Because I want my troops to be optimal. So there's 2 dudes who won't get to join the party, so I guess we'll leave an artillery, maybe a cavalry is useful to siege. Yeah, let's just leave 2 artillery. And then these lads will go onwards. Let's see, is this my good attacking general? No, he's shit, to be honest. Guess the good old attacking general that I used previously have died or something. Looks like he has. Oh well, how close are we? Yeah, I think we can start shipping our dipshits over there now. Onwards! Onwards to Benin. And to the glorious conquests. Oh shit, Spain is invading, that's not good. That is not good at all. We must get there before them. Because if not, then I've wasted my fucking infamy. What? I have? Okay, really, I have a Scramble for Africa. Do I really? I did not know I did. I thought it was only great powers. Okay, well, I just wasted my infamy then. And I also could have spent my infamy previously. Oh well, then, it's, you know, you live and you learn. Although you would think that I would have fucking learned this by now, but I hadn't. But that's fine. Get over here, Benin. And there we are. 50 troops, that's not actually that bad. Yeah, I don't know where Wari's troops are. Oh Jesus, everyone's invading. Yeah, let's go for him first then, just so I can land without having to deal with any dipshits. The Germans would join, but I don't want them to take control over the war, so this is how we'll do that. Hopefully Oyo didn't take control there. That would be... Nah, he didn't. Good. Fuck, we might even be able to annex Oyo then. That would have been epic. Serbia. Ooh, that's bad. That's actually really bad. Fuck, that might get me involved in some shit. Well, I can't do that right now. Seriously. Stupid. Yeah, it's gonna be a war between German... Fuck, this would have been a great time to get stuff. Oh, fuck you. You gonna do that, Portugal? Okay, then. Well, I'll make sure I get this province. Who exactly am I at war with now? I'm at war with Oyo and Wari. Okay. Can I just win the war now? Nah. Nah. That would not work. Okay, well, let's try and secure Benin at least. Our organization is not quite up there yet, but we should be able to just kill this guy. Or no, actually, we took some heavy losses there. That's not good. That was quite harsh. Okay, so he actually... Ah, you're gonna let me do it. That's neat, but I would actually like to take Oyo as well while I'm at it, so we're gonna try and do that. Now, who did this bring me into war with? Shit, I am now fighting the Sokoto Caliphate. That's kind of annoying, actually. Let's chill here for a while. Yeah, I know you want peace, you dipshit, but I can't be bothered right now. Let's kill this army just so it won't bother us anymore. Okay, so you are doing that. That's fine. Guess we'll have to go down here and kill this guy. Let's try and get some reinforcements. Oh, really? Well, I shouldn't have let him take that, but I did. There we are. And let's swoop into here. God, we're taking heavy losses here. Ah, okay, let's go, sadly. So I guess we'll just annex Wari. That'll give us some territory here. Now then, can we start adding war goals? No, we can't actually. Shit. We'll need to border him before we can, I think. So we'll need to wage war on Aro. Which I guess we'll just do. Because we need to do that before anything else. Fuck, are you sphered by anyone? No. Okay, good. I should have checked that before I waged war, but I didn't. Also, Calibar. Yeah, we should actually knock him out before anything. Because he might get easily annexed by others. Okay, so the war is going rather well. We're now going to be annexing Dahomey. Which is nice. So we've secured those colonies. Now I guess the next goal will be knocking out the Damagaram Sultanate. Though Mossi might be useful as well. There's nice pops there. Ashanti even. How many people live in Ashanti? Oh, the British are friendly there, so that wouldn't work. I don't know. I really want to annex Sokoto before the British get any ideas, so I think we're going to focus on that. Yeah, let's just finish off the Sokoto Caliphate, I think. Okay, so this should be the end of the Sokoto Caliphate. There we are. Should boost their income even further. So there are these wars down here, but I honestly kind of feel like I want to prioritize Mossi, because we might get him before anybody else gets over here. And that would be rather useful, because the British are currently busy fighting over in the Massina Empire, and the French have taken over this region. So Mossi is presumably next to attack, or next in line for both of those guys. And I feel like we've essentially blocked off all these other lads, so I think we can safely swoop in there. Ah, nice, got some prestige there. Hey, we're one away from being great power. How nice. That means we just need to... I don't know if we could really ever aim to be a great power, because we're just lagging so far behind. We have like around 210 points or something like that. And that is far behind the Austro-Hungarians. Maybe if we by the end game can completely destroy the Danubians, we might be able to take their place. Although I fear some... Well, actually, no, we are number 9, so technically they're There should be no one else in that position before us. Rehabilitation, let's see. I think we're going to start reducing child labor first, because that impacts your education efficiency, and we really need to up that. We need to up that quite a bit. What? Already? We already get the Heart of Darkness event? That sucks. Oh well. I'm not going to take extra infamy for that. Are you stupid? Yes, we're currently invading the Messina Empire because the British decided just not to take everything for some reason. So, Shanti did get involved, but he... as I'm pretty sure, like, as long as you don't add a war goal against him, Britain should not get involved, despite him being friendly with him, so... Well, the war is over now anyways, so we don't really have to think about that. So now I think we can finally finish off the dipshits over here in the east. I guess we'll start with the Danagara blah 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 Sultanate, because he's the secondary war participant, although I think we're gonna go kill the army down here just so we don't get any more bit old. Oh shit, what is happening? Oh, you invaded France. Oh no, actually it's the other way around, okay. Sure, I don't want to lose my lines, but this does mean my land over here is going to get occupied by French colonial troops, but hopefully I can keep my army separate. That's all I can really hope for. Yeah, we'll join. Hopefully Germany can deal with that on their own, because let's face it, my army is far away at this point, so I really can't do anything. So Germany pretty much has to do this on their own. Yeah, there comes the French army. Ugh. That is annoying. Alright, so the war against the French, that just ended immediately. I guess they just realized that that was very stupid of them to do. Although now they've allied Russia, so this might bode dangerously for the future here. I really wish Germany could get themselves a great power ally, but it doesn't look like they're too interested in that right now. Let's go for organic chemistry. I think that's what we need for the next medicine tech. I also invaded Dendy, because, you know, obviously I would do that. So now we really only have 2 nations left that we can use this Casus Belli on. And then if we get the opportunity, I think we will swoop in and take Ethiopia as well. Yeah, there's no nobody seems to like them, so it's all good there. Also, whose idea was this? Like, seriously, can you guys stop invading Egypt? Like, what is this crap? Ugh, I know you get Scramble for Africa, but wait, you're not actually... Well, you're not actually sphered by anyone. Okay then, okay, well I totally see why you're invading Egypt. Fuck, I might even want to join the fun. But that will be later. Although, to be fair, there might not be much left of Egypt later, but, you know. That's just how things are gonna have to be right here. Alright, so I decided to invade the eastern part of Africa as well, because why not? We have the Casus Belli. So we're going to try and secure Zanzibar, and we're going to build up more troops in West Africa and try and use them to our advantage. Man, let's boost tariffs a bit. Like, let's go crazy on the tariffs just for a bit, just because I don't want to go too far in the red here while we are building up our forces. Hey, Bucharest, you're a lady. Very nice. Bonus prestige to me. Let's kill this guy. Take his capital. Take his land. Oh yes. Alright, so we're continuing our expansion here. Ooh, modest Sudan. They might be a decent candidate for annexation. We're not able to wage war on them right now, and we might just see the oh god, Sweden. Why? Why are you doing this? Oh well. Ah, Zanzibar. What did they produce previously? Precious metal. I guess that's supposed to represent slaves, even if that doesn't make much sense, but, you know. It's for the best. Ah, the Belgian Congo. Neat. Kind of sad, actually, because we're a secondary power, so I think we could have potentially gotten it, but no, we didn't. Also, look how badly we just cock-blocked the British. They were trying to invade how do you pronounce that? Mejertine, but we just swooped in and took it right before a fucking Doomstack showed up. Quite glorious. Also, when did I give them access? I swear I told them they didn't get that. Although, yeah, I guess they're exiled. I guess that's what's happening there. Okay then, let's do some more. Well, let's do this actually. That gives us some nice bonuses. Ethiopia. No, you're being invaded by Sweden. That's not okay. I was too late. Demand Ethiopian Eritrea. Well, hopefully he just takes that and goes away. It would be a very big shame if he took the whole thing. Come on, you slow-ass justification. Go! We need to take Ethiopia before it's too late. We need to invade. And establish our control. So right now the Swedish are really not doing too well against the Ethiopians. They're currently getting occupied. But that might change though. So I'm going to be a real douchebag here. I'm going to sneak my way through around here. And I'm going to try and sort of cock block the Swedes. Alright, there we are. We can now annex Ethiopia. We will do just that. Look at that population. Oh, glorious. Look at that. Romanian Africa. Romanian Africa, best Africa. Sadly, the Swedish are being annoying again and decided to invade the Sudan. They did take Ethiopian Eritrea, as it was called, but as I did predict, they only did take this one province, so we didn't really lose much there. Only 25,000 fruit-producing dudes. So I think we managed that quite well, despite it all. So we're gonna invade. We're gonna invade Sudan right now just to see what we can get our hands on, because why not? Would be neat if we could try and connect our holdings. But we might be border goring really badly right here, but if we end up border goring really badly, we can always just try and release some nations in order to try and clean things up a bit. So we'll do that. I guess we'll go for Sud first, because that's the main one I would like. And so we invade. Might even be able to invade from the west here. Got this new African army that's been constructed, so I guess we will march them across the Central African plains here. And we'll swoop into Sudan. Ha! So there was a crisis between the Dutch and the someone else, I don't really remember. And fucking Egypt got their independence back. Does that mean we can invade them and take them over? That would be hilarious. Maybe, but I don't even know if I want to be a part of this border gore shit over here. It's not really a priority right now though anyways, so... Although presumably that gave that... Okay, no, never mind, it didn't become British Fairling. Normally it does become a Fairling when they get released like that, but no. That did not happen this time. So we're trying to take as much of this land as possible before the Swedes take it. Although the Swedish army is quite big. Fuck, they got there first. That sucks. Let's see. Add more war goals. Okay, so we were sadly unable to get our hands on everything we wanted, but we did take a nice little chunk of southern Sudan here. So that should give us some nice resources and pops. Now the question is, I would really like to build up my naval power to actually be able to do some more colonization in 3 years, but I just doubt we're going to be able to do that. We only have one core territory port, and those are the most important when it comes to your ability to colonize and get colonial points. Could try and build up some of a navy. If we can just get these commerce raiders going. So I don't know, we'll look into that. Also, when the fuck did we lose our alliance with Germany? When did that happen? Oh, we can get it back though, so I don't know what that's all about. Good. So the Scramble for Africa is essentially over now, for us anyways. There's still some land left to give out, I guess, but for us, we are pretty much done. But this has massively boosted our armed forces. We went from like, what do we have? 20, 15,000 or 15 regiments or whatever? But now we have 48 and a potential of 68, so 47 I mean, but still close enough. My point is, we're now in a better position than ever before to finally take revenge upon the Austrians. Also, The Austrians have blobbed into Russia for some reason. No idea when that happened, but maybe that'll convince the Russians to join the fight against the Danubians when I declare war. Would Germany even want to join such a war? Yeah, they would, so we could go to war. That would be fun. They're allied to the Ottomans though, that's annoying. But I do feel confident enough in our ability to defeat the Ottoman Empire. Who knows, maybe we'll even try and take some land off them. I wouldn't mind taking over Eastern Macedonia, I think that would look kinda nice. But Uvel, now we need to focus on organizing our troops, shipping them back home, and getting ready for any potential threats. Ooh, what's going on here? Got the Russian liberation of Kiev. This could be really useful. The French and the Russians are now invading the Danubians. We can just swoop in here and join the party. Could totally just murder them. Germans would indeed accept. Montenegro would not, Greece would not, Spain would, Serbia would not, Persia would. Yeah, I have gotten some allies here and there. I haven't like actively sought after them, I've just sort of happened to... They just asked me and I said yes. But yeah, we could now potentially murder these guys and reclaim our rightful land. And that'll be nice. I thoroughly enjoy the idea of that. Especially because hopefully the Russians will keep the Ottomans somewhat busy in the east here, meaning that there will be less of them causing problems for me. Although I think we'll postpone that into the next episode, because I've been recording for over an hour at this point. I have no idea how long this episode's been, but once again, I've talked about it many times, how I generally don't really have a good overview over how long my episodes end up being. I generally just go after how long I record, so I guess each episode represents a certain amount of time passed within the game, or activities achieved, rather than necessarily episode length in itself. We do have a new national focus though, so that's nice. We're currently working on intellectuals, and it seems like we have reached a limit here, so we can stop encouraging intellectuals here, and instead go over to Moldavia, Dobruja, and Eastern Rumelia. Actually, Eastern Rumelia already has 4%. Is it Bulgaria then that does not have that? It is indeed, yeah. They don't even have 2%. That won't do. Now we need to boost our literacy. It's getting better though. It really is getting better. It's up to 41% now. We have unlocked Darwinism, which gives an extra 50% boost. Maybe, yeah, we probably should try and work harder to get these high level ones, but they don't give you quite as much, boost to your stuff. But yeah, that'll definitely be a thing. I think things are turning around now. It really looks like things are turning around. Got a really nice chunk out of Africa. Got a lot of troops just hanging out, derping hard, being put on boats, being sent to the continent. Should be able to annex quite a decent chunk of land here. I would also maybe like the idea of taking over East Galicia, because the Austrians don't actually have cores on that territory. They also don't have cores, or Russia also does not have cores on it, so there's no great power with cores on it, meaning we should be able to control it pretty safely. I don't think there are any Romanians here to actually justify the conquest, but, the details, we're not that, we don't care that much, it's whatever. And I was talking about earlier console cheating in order to get this province under my control, because it does actually have 5% Romanian, so that would be slightly more justified. And obviously I wouldn't just console command it immediately. What I would do is try and conquer Slovakia, and then I would give away the territory other than this place. Which means I would essentially be paying 11 infamy for one region, but that's how it would be in the base game if it was possible to take this. So also, while I am talking a bit, I have been reading around a bit, and it looks like the decision to where is it? Yeah, claim the Tisa. Claim the Tisa is actually bugged. The bottom thing that tells you that you need a Romanian pop in Pančivo it is bugged. So what I'll have to try and do is I'll have to try and go into the files and delete that line from the decision. So I'll actually have to mod the game, like, legitimately. That's going to be spooky. I've never done that before. Well, I've done it somewhat before, but only to test out certain things. So it's going to be interesting to see if I can pull it off without crashing the game or killing the decision or doing something dumb. But yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. It's basically a bug. Oh, they're doing national assimilation again, though. That's not good. Yeah, we really need to get in here before the fucking Austrians assimilate everyone and make everyone German. Assimilation hasn't gotten that far, though, even if this region is majority German at this point. Although, to be fair, this region is sort of the Banat region, which historically has been a bit German. Obviously, the Germans are no longer there, but, you know. Also, Jesus Christ, see, this is... I've talked about this before. I find this so stupid. Like, we conquered this region of Bulgaria relatively early, but somehow, instead of anyone being assimilated into Romanian, everyone is becoming Turkish. I don't get it. Like, I get why they would become Turkish over here. It's a Turkish it's a territory controlled by Turkey, right? But why would they become Turkish over here when I have controlled the place? Like, I guess it doesn't really matter whether or not they're Turkish or Bulgarian, but, well, actually it does matter, because Bulgarians are easier to assimilate because they're Orthodox. So, yeah, bullshit. That's what I call this. Pure fucking bullshit. I don't know. There was talk about doing a game as the Ottomans at some point to try and just assimilate everyone and go crazy, spread the kebab throughout the world. I might do that, but that's nothing I will think too hard about right now, because we're in the middle of another campaign. So, yeah. I mean, hopefully you guys are liking this. I haven't actually uploaded the first episode yet, so I don't know what the reception is. But regardless, thanks so much for watching this episode, and until next time, bye.